Thank you. Maybe one more question?
Careful of this young gentleman.
Ashwadia from Genzyme. So my question is, I was sitting here thinking and wondering to myself, I wonder what role do I have as a man in kind of trying to raise this level of equality? And then I thought, am I just being a man and thinking, oh, I'm the one that has to try and figure out how to solve this problem? So maybe I don't have a role, or maybe, so I'm just curious what you think that, you know, as I move through my career, what I should be thinking about in terms of this issue.
I don't know if I was thinking about a comment Eileen made about, you know, the female behavior being, you know, when you succeed, the comment about it was us as a team, and, you know, that's very much how I view things. I don't know if that's because I'm a woman but I think, you know, and you do tend to see, you know, certain individuals kind of highlighting, you know, their particular role, and again, it's a balance. It's always a balance, and it's, you know, promoting yourself, you know, is one thing, and yes, your voice does have to be heard, but you have to recognize, I think all of us have to recognize that you know, it takes a village, and if you do embrace, you know, that, if you will, team spirit, and it's not, you know, to me, I personally don't like some of these, you know, artificial team building exercises. You go out there, you're, you know, playing golf or doing whatever. To me, the best team building exercise is when you've got you know, a complicated challenge ahead of you, a problem to solve, and you recognize the value of each person, you know, there to, and their role in that, and embrace, you know, the fact that all of us have a role to play, you know, that, and align sort of your own personal goals to the company's goals, if you will, within there, you'll do well and be liked and respected, and you know, regardless of gender, position, you know, it's really just, you know, recognizing that you're one piece of the puzzle.
Lee, maybe a tip for your colleague?
Oh, I don't know.
Later.
Yeah, we'll have a chat, a sidebar later. No, I completely agree with Nancy. It's what I mentioned before. You know, we're talking about when it's right to lean in. We're talking about, you know, choice and being able to lean back when you need to. And we need to lean on each other, and that's men and women. So we have to, you know what, we have to help one another is really what I'm suggesting, irrespective of gender, and we have to get better at it. And I think and I think he's doing a great job, so.
Okay, anything else? Anyone else? Okay, thank you. Thank you again. I wanted to leave you with some flowers for your office. Do men have flowers in their offices? Nancy, thank you so much. Eileen, thank you. Lots.
Very much.
Thank you. And will you be staying around for maybe another 15 minutes if anyone else would like to speak with you personally? Okay.
Thank you.
Just Joel also has some announcements from the OPMA.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, I just have a few short announcements to make before we officially close this session. I'd like to start by, well, for those of you who don't know me, actually, I should start with that. My name is Joel Baith, and I'm the OPMA president for 2013. I'd like to start by thanking our panel. Nancy, Eileen, Lee, you did a fantastic job. Thank you so much. And I'd like to also just give a special recognition to Dorothy. Dorothy is new to our board this year, and she's, in a short period of time, really stepped up and done a tremendous amount of work, particularly with this program. So thank you, Dorothy, for pulling this all together. I'd also just like to thank our corporate sponsors. Our platinum sponsors this year are Art of Display, Vanguard Pharma, and Impress Pharma. And our gold sponsors are Brightworks, Medicom, and Bang Albino. Strong representation from our corporate sponsors today, and without their support, these events clearly would not be possible. So thank you. We've also got a couple raffle prizes, but before I get to that, I just want to talk about some upcoming programs. So our next breakfast meeting is going to be May 2nd back at the Westin Prince. And the topic will be sort of a public reimbursement update on how that's evolving, some topical issues such as the pan-Canadian approach, which many of us are dealing with these days. So that should be a great meeting. Again, that's May 2nd.